Welcome back to It's Really Not Important. Keegan, how we doing?
Yeah, I'm going good.
Rhys?
Yeah, doing good.
Okay, cool.
Let's get
All
into
right,
it.
let's get right into
All right,
it.
Keegan, take it away.
Topic for today. I think we've touched on these before. Always a treat, I find. Doing some conspiracy theories.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There's a couple more C's in that conspiracy this time. Because he said,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Good
started,
talk.
he started, yeah.
And we're gonna look at music-specific conspiracy theories.
Ah,
I
okay.
think that's very fitting for Keegan. It's like the music guy.
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah, we don't listen to music.
I've never heard of it. Take it away.
You never heard of music? That's good. What would you recommend?
Yeah. Anything lately? You did recommend that.
Any music come out? You know,
Any music?
That's-
Well, Ziggy Albert dropped a new single.
Oh, speaking of conspiracy.
I think you have to explain why. If people
He supposedly, was it you that
don't-
posted
Rhys-
it?
yeah.
That he's got his new single has some 5G references and
anti-vax
and,
references
yeah,
too.
not supporting 5G, but
And not supporting vaccinations.
yes. So the anti of what
That's just
you
like a
should.
culmination of, and then he just needs like a flat earth thing in there, and it's that's
Or
Grammy worthy.
he could have been doing
Grammy
it.
worthy.
Top of the
This could be like from the perspective of like we don't know what like mindset he was in when he wrote it, so we got to give him some.
Maybe
He could have been
True.
baked out of his mind.
Yeah,
Maybe it's from like a parody point of view. Maybe he's poking fun of anti-vaxxers.
exactly.
He could be stepping back from it and going, all right, I'm going to make a song about these stupid things and make people think I'm promoting it, where I kind of am,
Big
but
brain.
people are going to, hey,
Well,
what is
and
it?
I'll tell you
Any
what,
news is good.
And if he was doing that, that would be a music conspiracy.
True.
And he's getting people talking about it. Like Dylan didn't even know who he was. He thought it was a band.
I thought it was a girl, actually.
Oh, really? See, he's getting like
Yeah, don't worry.
He's very like
What?
Kim Churchill. I just remember him.
Oh, yeah, from like Falls.
Yeah, he was like
Anyway.
an old man. All right, first conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
you guys ready?
Let's get right into it.
guess so.
We're talking about Mr. Worldwide himself.
Ooh, Mr. 305.
Yeah. Pitbull. So do you know he predicted the disappearance of MH370?
Who's that?
That's the
Oh, the
airplane.
plane. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Wait, how the hell did he predict that?
In
He's Mr.
twen-
Worldwide. He knows everything.
True.
In 2012, Pitbull released a track, and it was called "Get It Started."
Yeah.
Featured Shakira, and the lyrics go,
Wait till that plane goes missing. Like, that's like the
"But for now, it's off to Malaysia. 2 passports, 3 cities, 2 countries, 1 day." So it's pretty obscure.
Yeah, he's got a
People-
PJ.
People
Yeah.
like broke the lyrics down a bit, and what people came up with was that
Sounds like a stretch already.
people alleged that the 2 passports were reference to the 2 stolen Austrian and Italian passports used by the 2 Iranians.
Okay.
Who I guess hijacked it.
Uh-huh.
Also, the 3 countries refer to the capitals of Malaysia, China, and Vietnam. And the 2 countries are Malaysia and Vietnam. So, pretty much
Okay.
a bit of a stretch.
He did
but
say
people-
Malaysia, did he not, in the song?
He did.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said,
So that's 1 out of 2 of them.
One, yeah.
but for now, it's off to Malaysia.
Yep.
2 passports, 3 cities, 2 countries, 1 day. So he's kind of like a flight plan to Malaysia.
He's making a song. He can't add all that information
No.
in. So he
has
he
to make a fun-
cut it
Exactly.
down. It
But the 2
flows.
passports, isn't that him and Shakira on a PJ together?
Hey, that's what I would have thought.
Well, maybe not. He might have been the person who was originally thinking of.
Keegan. No. Oh, no, Keegan.
oh,
Oh, no.
Yeah, so now
Jeez.
people moving
Even I've turned this episode off.
So people rumored that he actually knew that this was going to happen 2 years prior to it actually happening.
With it, and he didn't do anything about it.
No,
Mr.
So-
Worldwide.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Did anything come out around the time of the plane disappearance? Like people being like, hey, do you remember that Pitbull song?
I'm not too sure when.
Did it come out a bit later?
Yeah, potentially
Okay.
a bit later when people were re-listening because they're like, "Fuck, I really want to listen to Pitbull again."
Yeah.
because a lot of people have that thought.
Yeah.
Isn't he one of the top like 25 artists?
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
I
yeah.
almost guarantee
Does
he
he
is.
produce music, or is he purely just?
No, I think he just does the singing.
I don't know.
Or
Yeah.
the rapping.
Oh, is it rapping?
Isn't it?
I thought it was just ad
Hey, you're the music guy.
No, he did that Kodak line. Remember that line?
Yeah.
That was a rap.
Hey, a lot of artists have had some bad lines, that's for sure.
What was the Kodak?
The Kodak line was like, I couldn't even tell you. It was like, picture this. I'll take a photo of you with a Kodak. And
In
then
Times Square.
something else with a Kodak. Like you
Yeah.
run
Just
Kodak with Kodak.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, that was in the Give Me Everything, that song. Or Tonight, or whatever it was called.
Do you know what's really funny?
I
Is
don't.
it's actually really bad, but I was watching Casino the other night, and there's that song that's like down 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 baby, you know that song? And then so it's the Pitbull version is it Timber?
Yeah, with Kesha.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think it's the
that's
same
a
song.
classic.
But
That's the
fucking as
same
soon as
song.
that, well, because it's an original, like a classic,
Oh, yeah,
and he's obviously sampled it. I think it's the Timber song. But then I was like, I fucking hate that my first thought is, oh, this is a Pitbull's. Oh no, I think this movie was made in the 80s. Like, you know.
That was like we watched Beverly Hills Cop last night.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it before. It was okay.
With Axel F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what the song that's in the background is the song that Crazy Frog samples. And
really?
Yeah, and that's the thing you think of first. You go, oh, it's the Crazy Frog song. And you go,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Yeah, the song's called Axel F.
I wonder.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't
Sorry.
just say random thing.
No, because his name in the movie, Eddie Murphy's name in the movie is like
Yeah.
Axum or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, that's
tried
what I
to
thought
watch
you were
that
talking
movie
about.
and it was hard to watch. I don't know.
The first one's pretty funny.
I didn't have any expectations, and it was okay.
Okay.
It's a classic, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a like I think the humor's a little bit like it would be like it's a bit tame. Whereas
Was
like, I
it-
think what we expect is
Do you know what Eddie Murphy's first movie was? Was that one of his earlier ones?
it was one of his like earlier post SNL comedies.
Okay. Because he's
Was he a stand-up previous to acting?
Yeah. Have you seen Delirious?
no, I haven't.
That's his like biggest stand up.
Isn't Raw his biggest?
I think Delirious is with the red suit, the red leather suit.
Yeah.
One of the greatest stand ups ever.
Really?
Yeah, watch it. It's great.
I'm not much of a watching stand-up. Like I would go to a show,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't watch it like on a Netflix special or something. I feel like that's,
I think I've gotten into it more lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the Eric Andre one's coming out soon.
It's out.
Oh, is it out? Pretty crazy.
I haven't watched it yet. I do want to watch it. I might
Is
watch
that
it tonight.
movie
actually.
that he's got coming out as well? That looks crazy. I don't know if that's out or not.
You gotta list names.
the
We gotta, in
prank.
case people don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the movie? It's like the one that's like the Jackass kind of where it's like
Where he
Pranks.
does like
Yeah, pranks to
but
real
then
life
there's
people.
like a story behind it. Supposedly it's all right.
I hate prank things, shows, and
Really?
videos. I do.
Like Jackass, not a fan.
No, not for me.
Ooh.
I don't mind when the pranks are on themselves.
Yeah.
When they are the fool in the jokes.
Yeah.
That's why
Awesome.
Jackass is great because it's just
Yeah.
them doing it to their friends.
True. But Jackass isn't for me
Oh, so
personally.
you're not into the YouTube series Stepping on Jordans in the Hood?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Fuck Joey
is that?
Salads.
It's like Joey Salads or some shit where it's like, I'm not going to explain it.
Just goes.
You can guess what it is from the title.
Anyway,
Going back to that song, that Crazy Frog song. What was the original? called?
Axel F.
Axel F. So Axel F would have had to give permission for that. They would have heard that crazy Crazy Frog song and be like, yes, we agree. You can release this.
Well, so I don't think the song was pretty big because of Beverly Hills Cop. And then I think it was in all three of them or however many there
Or
are.
was it like their...
It was kind of like
their
an
song?
anthem for it.
It literally played 4 times.
Yeah.
I remember, I was like, when in the credits, there are about 4 to 6 songs. I was like, no way did more than 2 songs play that whole fucking movie.
Like, so then you imagine like mid 2000s, royalties may be drying up for Axel F.
Yeah, true.
Crazy Frog approaches him.
But like
with
they
his
would
dick
have
hanging
it.
out.
Yeah. Did you see he came back also? He's on like Twitter now and not crazy.
Axel F or the frog?
The frog.
Just picturing the frog's like all like drugged up or something. He's like trying to get in the spotlight again.
Nah, I think it's just normal.
Is there a crazy frog conspiracy theory?
Probably. I have not researched that though. No.
Hey, we've been 11 minutes. We probably talk more about Beverly Hills Cop and Axel F and Pitbull.
Move on to our next conspiracy theory. I feel like this could be a full episode later on.
Okay.
But I don't know how familiar
We do say that with
both-
lots of
I
things.
know,
but
and then we don't do it.
we haven't gotten back to any of them yet.
Are you guys big fans of Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, somewhat a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
Not the
like
biggest
Okay. Well, I only touch the surface of their whole because they're very controversial, just like within the band. So there's been a bit of like a guitarist curse. And had the best of luck with their guitarist. So pretty much,
What happened to the guitarist, Keagan?
well, first one was Peter Green. He just departed. Normally, not that exciting.
Because he was old or
I think he just
left?
wanted to leave.
Okay. So he didn't die.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Next one was Jeremy Spencer, and he went a bit AWOL, joined a cult called Children of God,
Wow.
also known as, people may know as the Family.
Yeah.
They
What's that?
it was just like this cult where they had like this method which they called flirty fishing, which pretty much use sex to show God's love and like mercy, and this was pretty controversial and
Okay.
Wow.
it's very like
Within the family?
orgy.
Like you just fuck
yeah,
within the family? Okay.
yeah, and then you'd bring people in
Fuck
through
within the
this.
family.
It was like a way for them to bring in new members to have sex with them,
Oh.
Oh,
and then
okay.
they'd be like, join this cult."
Seems like a pretty good
Interesting.
I think there is a like.
I
a
wouldn't have called it
Netflix-
family.
Yeah,
But,
no.
I would have
That's what it was
thought of a
it's
different
referred
name
to
for
as
the cult.
Family. Well, this is Children of God is another name of it.
The sex cult?
That makes a
Potentially.
lot more sense, I think.
So then he got kind of
That's the second
kicked
one?
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Third one.
Wait, so when he goes to the family, were they just like, bro, this is weird, like you're out? Or he's like, listen, I gotta go fuck these guys. I can't play guitar in this band.
So this is why I only touch the surface. I feel like I could go much deeper into
Fair,
this.
fair.
Yeah. Next guitarist.
I guess you could say they're all just rumors.
True.
Oh, that's terrible.
Fleetwood Mac album for anybody that doesn't know.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
the most iconic one, isn't it?
That's the only one I know.
The one, yeah, with them standing in front
Yep.
cover. Yeah,
That's the
we'll
one.
move on. Denny Kerwin was the next. He was fired in 1972 after a drunk-fueled episode that saw him bashing his head against a bathroom wall and smashing up his guitar.
Wow.
That was
Can't be a guitarist without a guitar.
kicked out.
Hey,
Next
true.
one, exactly. Except for, actually, no, that's another tangent that
You can go on a tangent or full of tangents on this show.
Fly the Conchords. Have you guys seen
Yeah.
that?
Oh.
Love flag.
How
Iconic
dare you.
scene where I think Brett sells his guitar and they're on that gig.
Yeah.
And he's just there and he's just holding it.
Is that the Australian or New Zealand?
New Zealand.
No, but that conference, it's like there's the Australian guys and everything
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Is that
No.
because they're trying to, because the Australian one's like really good production and then like he's there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't even hear it.
Doesn't he have the tape or something? He plays a tape.
Probably.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch it.
Yeah. Same.
Good show. All right, moving on.
Yeah, definitely recommend Fly with the Conchords.
Oh shit, that was so good.
Oh, their stand up, I would watch that.
Okay.
I think they did do one.
So he does watch stand up now.
Wow.
When it works
Gone
for
back
I
in
Keagan,
his
said I
word.
would.
I guess it
I
works for
said-
Keagan. He does watch his stand up
Oh
now.
my god! All right, and then finally, the most recent one was Mick Fleetwood.
Nope.
His wife,
What?
Jenny Boyd, had an affair with a guitarist, Bob Wetson, who's the next one in line.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so he was then also fired when they found out about the affair.
Yep.
And
Okay,
was
well, that
in
one
1973.
Understandable.
That one's
And then
understandable, but like you
Mick
could
and-
also say that the sister is also part of the curse. Can you not?
Who's the sister?
Well, didn't the sister seduce the guitarist?
True.
Or the
Yeah,
wife or something?
wife.
Oh, wife, sorry. So then you could say the wife is part of the curse.
But then, yes, potentially.
Crack the case, the Fleetwood case.
But then, so Mick and Jenny, so Mick Fleetwood and Jenny Boyd, they,
When did you get your whiteboard or something?
I know, just like they divorced, then they remarried, and then they divorced again.
It's always makes sense.
It's pretty dirty. And then now they've just
no guitarist.
yeah,
they have no.
they haven't really come back. Oh, I don't know. Potentially they might.
They did an anniversary tour. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
But do they like have a bass guitarist? Is he like the exact same for all these?
No,
years?
they're boring bass guitarists.
Wow.
Shout out
Shout
bass
out all
guitarists.
bass guitarists. Sorry that you're boring. Wow.
What's wrong with- bass guitarist is a lot more important than you think, Keagan.
Hey, they carry the
Do
back.
they carry?
For
They
being
carry
for
the
being
song.
resident music guy, you should probably
Oh yeah,
should have made that comment.
Check your music
apologize.
privilege. Wow.
All right, should we move on to our final conspiracy theory? This one's not really. Oh,
It better be because you said it was.
okay. Have you heard of the 27 Club?
Yeah, when you're age 27.
Yeah.
People don't-
No. What is it?
Oh, you actually don't know?
No.
Really?
Oh, it's
I
like
don't think so.
it's a superstition that. There's
Oh,
a
yes, I
reason
do know.
A lot of
White
famous-
lighter.
Yeah, the white light. Have you heard of that? I'll continue with the other thing.
Yeah, and then we'll go back to because I have not heard of that about that.
Is that not what they're saying?
It is. It's
Oh,
similar.
it's similar.
Okay.
It's similar people.
It's not just musicians though. It's like I guess creators. Like,
Who are some So explain what the thing is. For people who don't know.
it's a superstition that for some unusual reason there's been a lot of famous musicians and artists and creators that have passed away when they're 27 years old.
Yeah.
And there's actually been 2 studies done to see if there is a correlation between, or if there's an increased likelihood if you're like got a creative mind, if you have a stronger chance of
Oh shit.
dying. So there's a study published in the
Damn, haven't
British
made it to 27
Medical
yet. I'm
Journey
stressing.
Keegan's
in
birthday
December
tomorrow.
2011, and they concluded there was no increase in risk of death for musicians at the age of 27.
Okay.
I don't know what they like.
Just musicians, though.
Oh well, they had like artists pretty much. So I guess
Well, because the studies involved interviewing people that were over 27. So then they were like, well, these musicians are fine. So I guess the case is proven.
yeah, so they. I was not listening. So.
I was just trying something. Just really trying at you.
Oh, it was just.
Who was some of the 27-year-old?
All right, let's go through them. Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Jean-Michel Basquiat. Basquiat. Sorry, I didn't know how to.
Yeah, I was like, who's this guy now? New guy.
Amy Winehouse.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you got that
Brian-
one.
Oh, is that his?
yeah.
Oh.
It's not. It's mine.
Brian Jones.
That was good.
Oh god. Yeah, so there's a couple of.
Was it? How old was Mac Miller?
26. I did just look it up.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Didn't make it to the 27 club,
Because
unfortunately.
there was talks. Because then the white lighter thing is that a lot of those artists like Kurt Cobain and stuff were known to have a white, it's like cigarette
Bic
lighter
lighter. A white
Bic
Bic lighter, I
lighter.
believe.
Oh
in
really?
their pocket. Did
was
Mac
some-
Miller have it?
Not sure. Not sure.
Like
I do.
when they get discovered, or is it?
Yeah,
Just,
when their body's
on
found.
their person when they're found.
Oh, shit.
Or whatever.
I know Kurt Cobain was one of them. I'm not sure how many others were. But
I think it was like there are 3 items that they've had that they typically have. It's a white Bic lighter and 2 other things. I forgot what the other ones were. I guess.
yeah.
pretty.
But yeah, that's
mental.
what I thought the 27
Yeah.
club was about.
It is
Have you
pretty
guys
fun.
seen the? I don't know. We probably discussed this previously, but the Amy Winehouse documentary.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I believe Amy Winehouse may have been one of the white lighter
Oh,
thing people.
probably. Yeah, that was like so eye opening. How much like
That doco.
just like how much the industry like pushes people, and like how little.
Oh yeah.
Like just like I don't know.
The
just-
really incredible thing about that doco was that her friends and stuff were like, who was like her manager from the start for a while, or I'm not sure if he still was towards the end, but they were like filming like on their cameras, like her from when she was like teenagers and stuff like that. So there was like so much footage, and it was like, because then it shows what like the label and the media and everything unfortunately helps like contribute to like her mental state and stuff like that.
kind of downfall.
And it was just because they had so much footage, it was like it was like these parallels that like they had footage of, which was really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
was a
What's
good
it
doco.
called?
Amy.
Okay. Is it on anything?
I think it's
currently?
Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I
it's really
have to watch that.
intriguing and kind of sad seeing how like talented, Like it made me appreciate her. Like I never was like I never listened to her, but then I guess afterwards I was like got a very big appreciation.
Well, she's only got the
for what
2
she's done.
albums, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then
And they
like
were both massive.
yeah,
Did one of them win Album of the Year?
yeah, the one with
Back to Black?
yeah, the one, and it's crazy to see. It's like she had like Mark Ronson was such a big part in her life, and yeah, just like that guy must, I don't know, he's got his hand in like everything,
everywhere.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I think even there's scenes with, I'm pretty sure it's with Florence as well because they have like a song together on Amy's album. And yeah, it was just so weird seeing like Mark Ronson, Florence, and Amy Winehouse like all together. It's kind of cool because they're all great musicians.
That is cool. I saw this really nice video of Florence recently in a bit of uplifting news, we could say.
Yep.
Of Florence at a hospital where this patient had a type of bone cancer or something along those lines, and she wasn't able to make it to Florence's concert. So then Florence went and did like a little performance in her room, like sitting on the bed with this girl, with the guitarist as well.
Dreams.
It was so powerful.
Yeah.
I put that on Instagram just to spread some positivity.
Yeah, that's some sweet stuff. That's the kind of thing celebrities should be getting out there.
100%.
You know, those are the kind of videos.
Shout out John
that's the
Cena.
content we want to see.
Yeah.
John Cena's done he's done the most Make a Wish by like the
Oh yeah,
long shot.
we have
Shout out
discussed
John.
this.
Come on the couch sometime, John.
Yeah.
Another one that I've touched on that a certain artist isn't actually blind.
Yeah, go back and listen to what episode was that?
That was
like-
quite early.
I think that was in the pre-show.
Potentially, yeah.
Was it? Wow.
Was it? Yeah.
They're for the OGs.
Some ones that I just saw were Avril Lavigne actually committed
body
suicide in
double, yeah.
2003 and or they've just put in a clone of Avril.
I think that's the
was
same.
like
It's heard like
Sister or something.
yeah, and then there's also Eminem, supposedly the same thing. He potentially is no longer with
clone
us.
or
And
something.
I've seen a lot on that Avril Lavigne one. It's like, yeah, people say it is her sister and like it's a hair color and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
does she have a sister though?
I think it was confirmed that she did, but yeah, I gotta look into it more.
Oh,
That
a
was
good
while
one
ago.
that you mentioned actually a while ago was that Solange is actually Beyonce's daughter,
oh yeah.
which
Well,
I
then
don't
was-
believe, but
And
you
Blue
know,
Ivy was Solange's daughter.
Solange's
Sister.
I think, was the thing.
Oh,
because she's her daughter.
oh yeah. Jeez,
Something
that's-
like that. How old is Solange? How old's Beyonce?
I think they're old enough. they're not siblings. I mean, I guess that doesn't make sense.
they
But
are siblings.
yeah, that's what I meant. That Solange isn't Beyonce's daughter,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
I really can't think of any.
No, I can't. Listen to When I Get Home by Solange. Just keep streaming that shit.
Yeah,
Because
it's bomb.
it's a bomb-ass album.
If you can
Was
find
that
the
her most
director's-
recent one?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can find the director's cut video thing. Have you seen that? It's like the video performance.
Oh, I have seen the video performance for some of the songs. I haven't seen there's one in its entirety for the album, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I've only seen bits of
Yeah,
it.
maybe I've just seen bits actually.
I thought this album wasn't as good as the previous one.
I think the second one's better.
I personally think that.
Yeah.
The needle drop doesn't think it.
Anthony Fantano.
Mr. Fantano doesn't think so. But you know what? I'm proud that I think I have different opinions to someone else that tells me what my opinion is
Well,
on
that's just
music.
like-
I love all the comments in his thing. It's like, oh, I can finally listen to this. So if he gives it a good review,
Anyway,
probably should push on to
let's go to Rhys.
Rhys.
Let's go to me. All right. Well, seeming I've got my topic today.
Very well worded.
Because you decided to do some artists, I'll do an artist myself.
Oh yes.
There we go.
So I did a bit of research to try to figure out how to pronounce the name of this artist because I'm not familiar with it. But I did grab this pronunciation from a news report that covered a story. So I do apologize if
You butcher
this
it.
is, yes, I do apologize, but I'm trying very hard. Her name is Anifa Mvuemba. And
Hey, well done.
she's from the Congo, I believe.
Nice.
So she essentially is the founder of the fashion label called Hanifa. And she was looking very forward to holding her first runway show, in New York at Fashion Week. but because of what's going on,
COVID.
obviously,
Oh.
they can't have people walking around and, clumped together, looking at a...
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
feel like
the seats are always like super cramped.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, yeah. You see like the most famous people ever, and they're just
Yeah,
sitting like this.
I would hate to.
Wow. Like trying to record, and they're just bumping into each other's phones.
With runways, bit of a tangent.
Yeah, go for it.
I've never been to one. Have you guys been to a runway show?
No.
No, I haven't actually.
What's the whole purpose behind like every single person having to like record it themselves? Like you hardly really see celebrities just sit there and just watch
That's
it.
the same thing as like going to a concert, though.
Yeah, I believe it's...
Is that reason?
It's like, I'm here at this
okay.
runway.
And I want to
show.
like, I know there's a lot of people.
Or they're
for,
running
like,
an account.
Yeah, exactly.
like-
and then they just on their Instagram story, they can just chuck it up straight away so more people can see it. But I know there's like a lot of people who do it music to reflect on it later. Like they're just recording, I guess they're in the moment, but like they enjoy the feeling or the just reflecting and watching it again. So potentially it could be the same for, but I wouldn't be that.
At a runway.
Yeah.
What's your stance on recording concerts?
I personally don't.
Yeah.
But then it's like I'm with people who do.
Yeah.
So it's like I can just look at.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad.
Wow.
Oh,
We've recorded some concerts before. So you've never taken a video at a gig?
I would have. I think.
Yeah.
Not well. Like my phone's shit. So it's like
I was gonna say
it's like the Vampire Weekend one that we went to. I took like a couple of photos, and then you post like all these like high quality, and I'm just like, well, why not? Absolutely trash.
I think
Just
that's the
blurry
trouble
pieces
that I
of shit.
have. It's like out of all the times I take a photo or video, it's like, I don't know. I try to like take it in the moment instead of recording and stuff. But sometimes it's like, hey, this is my favorite artist.
Yeah.
Everyone else
exactly.
watch this too.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
exactly.
The one time that I like just recorded it to like, well, like you recorded, but then I remember once seeing Hannah Hunt live, and I just recorded on my phone, just had it sitting on my lap, just to get the
Who's Hannah Hunt?
Vampire Weekend.
Ah, okay.
Very
You
bad.
should know this,
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, we're friends, right?
So anyway, going
Okay,
back
sorry.
to Anifa, she didn't actually attend fashion school, or she wasn't an apprentice at an established label or anything. But she she doesn't even spend much time like networking or getting with industry insiders and making her way up that way. She's just like
But was her runway? Was it like people were wanting to go? It's like a pretty.
I believe so. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
Hey, she got a show a slot anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what?
I think also would it be like more intriguing because it's like an international.
Potentially. I'm not sure. I believe her background is from Congo. I don't know if she was born there.
Okay.
I can't speak to that fact, so I do apologize.
Hey, no need to apologize.
Hey,
no.
just doing it anyway. So her new collection or whatever is called Pink Label Congo. I'm just going to take a little segment out of the description of the thing, just to briefly describe what it's about, just to give you an idea.
Thanks.
So I'm just cutting a little bit of not the fat, just cutting the front, the end, and the start and end.
The fat.
Yeah. The fat.
Yeah.
I'm not calling it fat. That was you.
The Fashion Week fat.
So
Call it fat.
wow. When creating each
Dylan's
piece,
cancelled.
I was reminded of the stories my mother told me of the women she knew back home in Congo. Okay, so that leads me to believe she wasn't actually born in Congo. We can say that safely. Women who suffered great loss but still mustered every ounce of strength every day to show up. My hope is that this collection inspires all women to stand tall in their power and, like the Democratic Republic of Congo, to use their history, whether pretty or painful, to redesign their future. So that was a little snippet of the description.
Yeah, nice.
And Anifa presents Pink Label Congo. So
It's a good name.
yeah, in May she held a virtual fashion show because of COVID. You couldn't have a proper runway. And she streamed this on Instagram Live, where each garment that she made actually appeared with a black backdrop behind it. And it looked like invisible people were kind of wearing the garments, like a normal runway show.
So they're walking.
Hey, the garments were walking somehow.
Whoa, hold on.
A bit spooky sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think
Didn't know this was a Halloween episode.
tens of thousands of people watched. So
Really?
pretty good.
Did you tune in?
I didn't because I wasn't aware of it at the time.
Okay.
But if I knew of it, I would have.
Yeah.
I did see some news. I believe I found this topic from following some fashion Instagrams or something like that. And yeah, it was really cool. I've watched some of the snippets, and I'll show you guys very soon some.
On Instagram.
Yeah, it's just Instagram. Yeah, on Instagram. But it was like super cool to see a runway show without actual models or just no people whatsoever.
Was it green screened?
I'll get into that. I'll show you what I'll do. I'll show you some examples or some footage, I guess, and then I'll explain how they did it.
Okay.
So what I'll do now is just show Keagan and Dylan.
So what are we looking at? Oh yeah, okay.
So you're looking right now at a couple of the pieces
Yeah, you
being
can't see
walked.
Yeah, you can't see legs or arms or
No,
anything.
but they seem filled. You know, hey, it looks like someone's wearing that.
Not the.
No, and
Not
because
a
you can
big
see.
fan of the outfits, to be honest. They're
But
a
you
bit
can, like-
bland.
Well, they're not meant for you to wear them, Keagan. That's all right.
But also, aren't fashion shows meant to be like it's like an extravagant of the idea that's going to be sent? Like it's not the version that gets sent to stores.
No,
True.
it's like the stuff that's stupidly crazy and out there.
Like
Yeah, the
tie-dye,
design.
tie-dye hoodies and stuff.
Tie-dye hoodies.
Jokes. Keegan's wearing a tie-dye hoodie.
So, like I said before, because the traditional fashion show was impossible, she took a very high-tech approach
Very high
to kind of, create a buzz about what was
the fact that that's
about
a
her thing.
backup is impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So 3 years ago, she actually hired a developer who works with CAD, which I believe is like a animating thing, an animation software, to help her with her design. So what she did was learn how to create the pieces in 3D form,
No way.
but also for them to... She had to make them just as perfect as she would have had to in real life, so they conform and can work with a 3D model body, like that are wearing the thing but are invisible,
So that's
obviously.
all like
It's all computer
animated.
generated.
Hey,
and-
none of that was real. All of that was animated.
But
Oh shit!
she would also have to.
So she did it herself.
I believe so.
She would
with
also-
the help of learning from other people.
Yeah.
She would also have to program like the weight of the material because each different material moves differently.
There's a whole lot
hell.
of work she put into it. Excellent. Amazing. So she said, so essentially her learning from that person she hired kind of gave her that idea of creating a whole 3D fashion show. Obviously, I don't believe it was like she knew how to do it, but I think she was like, all right, we're doing it because I can't do this New York Fashion Week
I wonder,
show.
what the actual show would have been like.
I'd imagine it would be very similar just with real people.
True.
I would guess so. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say so.
Or maybe
Real people wearing the clothes.
they were all green, and then they could just green screen.
Oh
them
yeah.
out.
So they have a TV at the actual show where it cuts the green.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can look at the green people.
It's just a TV rolling out like on wheels down
In
the
front of
runway,
all
and then
of
the TV spins around and comes back.
does a little pose.
It was
Changes
easier
the
said than
channel. Yeah.
done. Very much so. So she had to take each of the garments she had designed and transform them into a 3D image, just kind of reiterating what I was saying, which then had to be fitted on the body of an avatar to walk it. And like I said, you have to be just as precise as in real life to have everything fitting the way it should. Otherwise, you'll get clipping and things like that. You'll get all these different things that won't work. So yeah, she essentially said that if it wasn't perfectly tailored to the avatar, because they were different body sizes, I believe, it would just slide off while walking and things like that. So she says it was incredibly painstaking, as I would imagine.
Wait,
so.
do you know when she would have started actually putting the dresses into it? Like
I
in
don't.
January? Or
No,
something?
I don't. Because
So it could have been like something that she might have actually was going to release at the same time or after.
Oh yeah,
So it could
true.
have been something she had in the works, and then maybe she
potentially, I believe
That'd be a lot of work just to be like a secondary thing. Though.
well, that's the thing. I do wonder, she obviously had the skills if she had hired someone 3 years prior.
Yeah.
But I reckon, I don't know what it was, but I'm just like still astonished at like the precision of the garments and stuff in 3D, I guess.
So like the big scares for like COVID kind of started around end of February, right? We can say. And she released it in March or May.
May, I think.
Okay. So that's like 4 months maybe, you would say that she was working on it. That's pretty damn impressive in 4 months.
I think.
How long was it? A full show?
I didn't see the whole Instagram live, but I believe it was a full runway show that she presented.
Wow, that's a lot of garments.
I guess you won't be worried about a model falling over or anything.
Hey, you could do that if you wanted.
Oh yeah,
That'd be a little bit of a gag. Yeah.
Do you reckon runways like ask their models, like maybe one model to like do something about it? No, because then you get
more
publicity.
traction and publicity.
And then people like us talking about the Kong runway or something like that.
Yeah.
Tie dye. That's the theme.
Tie dye Kong hoodie runway.
Yep.
Just one person walking up, trips, falls. I think that's it. End of show.
It's just
The
Keagan.
same person just keeps tripping.
And then Keagan and I walk out at the end to be like, thanks for coming.
And there's just no one there. It's just empty seats.
Because we did it in the middle of COVID, but we didn't know like people weren't coming.
Yeah, we're so sheltered. We just didn't know what was going on.
But yeah, that was my little topic for
Well,
today.
that's very interesting.
Yeah.
We'll
make sure to get the little Instagram
clip.
things, the clips. They're really cool to look at.
Very cool. Awesome.
So you gained another follower. She did.
Yeah, she did, definitely.
I'm sure Rhys
Followed
wasn't the only
both
one.
of her pages, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, that was nice. That was pretty concise.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys next week.
Wait, hold on, whoa. Wrapping up that quick?
Oh, wait a minute.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. The Southern came out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like another music conspiracy. I just don't know too much about like the fashion industry, like that sense, like the runway sense, you know? Like you sometimes we'll see like now that Virgil's at Louis Vuitton, like you'll see that more on hip hop pages because of his connection to like Kanye and stuff. But like, I don't know. Yeah, I just never normally see.
I
keep
that
seeing-
awkward hug with him and Kanye.
They're like both crying crazy.
And they just hug for like 10
It
minutes.
wasn't awkward. It was touching, Keagan.
They kept going though.
What's awkward is the photo of him wearing glasses. I keep seeing the video of
the
photo of him
kid.
crying.
Oh, what?
It's just him, but he's seeing like this tearing up. I don't know what the context of it. But people have made a mockery of it. That's for
Wait,
sure.
Virgil or Kanye?
Of Virgil.
The one thing of Virgil I've seen lately with sunglasses is he met this kid a couple of years ago, and the kid was like, I made these prototype sunglasses, just like a meetup kind of thing. And Virgil was like, oh, like they're sick. I'm going to send them to a friend. Took them to a friend. Now they're like in the newest Louis Vuitton thing, but the kid isn't getting credited for
Wow.
it. Yeah. They're not like identical, but like they're like
Fuck Virgil.
but they're like these like yellow sunglasses, and it's like there's surely a little bit of inspiration.
Yeah, I feel like that's so hard though. these
Thanks,
days.
kid.
How many artists would there be that like that similar? Like, isn't there a situation with like that Australian? It's called Jagged. It's like a women's active wear brand, and like they're getting. It's like this other smaller company is like, oh, you're taking our designs for these certain articles or whatever, and then it's like, at what point? I know that's bad. Yes, 100%. But at what point it's like everything's been done now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's how like Zara became big.
because
they
they
were
just
just-
like fast fashion.
Yeah, they were just
Yeah.
getting like a
They were selling
very
$50 Mason Margiela
Yeah.
like rip-offs.
Well, Target's been doing that with Converse. Oh, Kmart has been doing that with, aren't they? Like,
Really?
if you go into the shoe section, it's like Converse, but obviously without the Converse.
Yeah, and Vans and things
And-
like that.
yeah.
They just have like
But then they have
I don't know.
volleys. Dunlop volleys.
I don't think they're the proper ones anymore.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
There you go.
kind of they make their own.
Yeah.
It's like there's a Heron Press. No, not there's a no, but that's not who it was.
Oh.
Someone who makes leather. They literally just make leather versions of already existing things. Like they'll have leather versions of Converses or leather versions of Doc Martens and everything. But it's like
Aren't they
completely
both-
100% leather.
They get made with. Oh,
But
okay.
I don't. But that's all I've seen them do for shoes, at least.
Oh no, I know who. Yeah, I've seen what you're talking about. Is it Heron Preston? Maybe
It's something like similar.
they
to
look
that, but I don't
exactly
think-
like Converse.
Yeah,
They're
but
just,
they're
like,
just like
basic.
nice, beautiful tan leather.
Yeah, like
and they cost like
$6,000.
yeah, it's stupid expensive. But it's like I wouldn't want to wear that.
And we're gonna have a fashion show next week where we show off these leather shoes because we all bought some.
Yeah, with all this pod going.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Full-time job.
All right, well, good to see you guys.
Yeah.
I think that one went pretty quick. Those good topics.
Yeah.
Bye.